Hey fellow metalworkers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, Episode 19, Armorsmithing. The first thing I want you live viewers to do is to decide what I am first working on here. So I'll give you 2.5 minutes for that. And I'll just talk about the goals a little bit. So working on bronze armor is twofold. It's finding copper so that I can create bronze, and then, casting it into the lamellae, and then getting pelts for the armor, and putting that all together. And the advantage of that, of course, is once we have, bronze armor, I already have a bronze falx, and then a bronze shield, with maybe, a decent lighting source, like a lantern, we can start in earnest exploring some of the caves and the like. Building an apiary. So we found 2 beehives. One of the 2 beehives I planted ferns next to, so it's not going to swarm anytime soon, and we could go and correct that. But the other beehive should be swarming anytime soon. So we could set up an apiary to transport them to the base, because in the wild, beehives can be wrecked by raccoons and the like. Skeps can. So getting a beehive here in the base would protect them from that fate. Build another farm. I can't stress enough how important it is to have a lot of flax planted. So much flax. Because flax is what allows you to repair your clothing so that you don't freeze to death in the winter. It allows you to make sails for your windmills so that you have mechanical power for smithing or grinding or whatever, pulverizing. Then we have building, storage, and organize. Because I have the capacity now to make crates and the like, and we could take advantage of that, or just go exploring or viewer suggestions. So, them's the choices. It is coming up on nighttime in game. And one of the other things that I had mentioned is it would be good if I made some more storage vessels and possibly crocs and the like. But I think while you guys vote, I'm just going to go through some of the bony soil here. Because this is one of those things, it could be highly profitable to pan the bony soil, but it's not a sexy thing to do. Alright, looks like bronze armor is going to win. We got a bone so far. 2 bones. Yeah, bony soil does eat up your time. I'm surprised there isn't a hopper system where you can put bony soil and I guess that might be something to be done. Ooh, I found a book. All right, let's read it. Discovered lore breakdown, part 1 of 1 hit journal. And constant clamoring, people shouting, I'm worried. Oops. Can I hand well? Oh, I can. Perfect. We had almost given up. Nobody spoke. We just desperately worked on the project. But now it's almost time to wake it. And the people are excited. They're too excited. They don't know. They don't understand. They don't even understand it. What have we created? What greater doom have we wrought upon ourselves? We should all have died. Maybe we should have all died when the rot came for us. I've begun to see things, even when I'm not gazing through the lens. Walking down the halls, looking at the prints, suddenly my vision shifts. I'm in a world I cannot comprehend. I'm in the other world, and it is leaking into this one. I've begun to notice this effect. My creations, cherished by the people, and without which this project would never have succeeded, they are strange to me now. There is something wrong with them. This is the otherworldliness I have given to them. The Elon was found 2 shifts ago with blood and mutilation spattered across its plates. The workmen, they wrote it off as an accident, but I know better. Okay. Journal entry. And some very non-sinister light reading. And there is some other books. So, Dimitri's Notes, part 1 of 5. And Letters, part 1 of 8. I also managed to get a copper spearhead, copper arrowhead, flint arrowhead, and I'm really quickly filling up my inventory, just in general. So I'm gonna pan until I'm out of room, and then start working on the goals that you set forward. We also got some flax fibers. Oh, even more of them. Ooh, a rusty gear. Pan until the pockets overflow. That is exactly the goal. Or pan until this stack is gone. Because I'm merciful and don't want you to suffer through this. Or maybe I just don't want to suffer through it. Who knows? Maybe a bit both. Oh, there we go. Pockets are full. I'll pan this last one because it's kind of stuck in the pan. Okay, so with the making bronze armor, we are going to need to get some tin. Or not tin, I lied. We're going to need to get copper. Because we don't have a ton of copper at the moment. So we only have 3 lamellae molds. Which means I want to be smelting sort of 3 at a time. Be good at, there's the molds. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I will set these out up here, maybe, or something. Near my farm. Running around with, like, a hot crucible. Actually sounds like a bad idea. I'll put them here. So, I have some native copper right now on me. The other thing is, like, all the new stuff that I just found, like, I'm gonna have to put this away, and I don't have a lot of room for books. I could do a bookshelf, though. So bookshelf is just a bunch of planks with a hole in the middle. Seems reasonable. I don't even have planks. Well, okay. Chicken and the egg, right? Now, there's a lot of special type storage that oh, you know what? I also meant to move this pole. And I made a note to myself and then never did it. So I apologize not doing that ahead of time. Where's my... Oh, my saw should be over here. There we go. So, as I was trying to say, there's a bunch of special types of storages, like shelving, bookshelves, etc., which can come really in handy for making your base feel organized, I guess. Because, yeah, I mean, that's looks certainly better than the alternative of, like, stuffing it in a crate. So that's one of the things I would do if I was set to organize, is I would have, you know, more storage vessels, more shelves, that kind of thing. And then to have everything in there its own box. It would help to have purpose-built rooms, you know, like a specific kitchen for foods, a specific leather and tanning, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just food for thought for future projects. So the other thing is there's not a lot of stuff, there's not a lot of, like, easy way to go about getting copper while it's dark out. So I'll probably sleep through this night once I feel all squared away. So we've decided to make tin bronze armor. You can always mix and match. You don't have to have it all be of the same type. But I have enough. I mean, I have enough for one mold, but there's kind of not much of a point to do a firing unless you have, you know, like I just don't want to make 145. So what I'll do is I'll wait until I have enough for 3 full ingots and then cast them in the lamellé mold. Makes a lot more sense. Okay. Well, let's grab a quick meal for the morning, the breakfast, and get to sleep. No, stop. Give me the meals, thank you. So updating the description. Mine copper for bronze armor. The other thing I could do is make a shield too, like a metal shield. So going with a full set of armor plus metal shield is going to be ideal if we're having to do a lot of combat. So much brighter out. Let's take a look at the map. I have to the southwest some copper spots. So let's head over that way and see about digging them up. Ooh, burned out torch. Should have pulled that out. And welcome, everybody. So we'll add, the reason I am not risking going, like, spelunking into the caves without bronze armor is, like, it, you know, I don't want to spend a lot of time, like, chasing my dead body, or dying, for that matter. So I'm just playing it very safe. It's not to say that you have to go my route and wait. You can definitely go spelunking early. So let's do one node search here to make sure I got all the copper here. But I'm guessing that this is all cleared. Yeah, no nodes nearby? Alright, let's delete that. Probably got it all here too. Is there a winning condition? No, it's a sandbox game. There is some, what would be considered like end game content, but you don't win. There's not like a cutscene of like, congratulations, you beat Vintage Story. It's just an accomplishment. And many would argue even doing that is just scratching the surface, because there's... You can always build bigger, build more, etc., right? Alright, so this looks to me like, Yep, there's native copper here, cool. And then one of the things I could do with all the granite I'm digging up is to build with it. I generally don't like to go digging for, like, boring stone, like granite, unless I'm putting it to use, right? In cobblestone or something like that. I also hear a rift nearby. Oh yeah, it's pretty close. During the day, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, let's try down. I have a habit of just, like, not being able to find copper easily. I should be doing node searches. Oh, that was not a node search. I had just broken my last prospecting pick and it changed its search modes. So yeah, I mean, it's still reading medium copper over there, or So, like, I'm in the right neighborhood. I feel like I'm going a little bit too deep. One way to check is just to do a node search. Like this. Small amounts? Yeah, that's the wrong direction. Small amounts? Okay, so it's somewhere on this, like, Z level, or Y level, I should say. So I just need to poke around for it. The surface tin really kickstarted a lot of stuff. That it did. However, it's if you know how to prospect properly, it's not that hard to find resources you're looking for. I say as I'm digging in a massive hole looking for copper that's like next to me somewhere. I realize the hypocrisy and irony in that statement. I get it. All right, is it copper this way? Verified medium amounts. Man, there's medium amounts everywhere. Yeah, generally you could dig straight down to find it. Yeah, I know. But I kind of did that and didn't find it. So my marker was like here, right? If we take a look at the map, and I usually put the marker right where I found it. So like, let's go this way. Another thing I could be doing is sticking like a too high pillar of dirt right where I find the surface nugget to indicate like exactly where I found it rather than just like a rough estimate on the map. As that would, oh, here we go. It's quality poor though, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Just means I need a lot more of it. I forget how many pelts I have. So that's another thing is I'm going to need pelts for the Lamellay armor. Because the Lamellay armor, the reason I'm going after that is it doesn't require lime or borax, which I currently don't have. Because the other armors require leather jerkins, which are made of leather, not pelts. So pelts is just like oiled hides. So when you kill a fat animal, it usually drops animal fat and a pelt. And you can use the animal fat as a protein source or a fuel source for a, you know, an oil lamp, or to oil the hides. You know, if you ever have a wonder about that, you can just look up lump of fat, and it's like lump of fats go into longbows, fruit presses, windmill rotors, so on and so forth, right? It shows you all the things that it can be done, which makes it really easy to figure out, like, oh, is this thing valuable? Because that would be, and I probably didn't mention that like early on in the series, but like that's a very valuable thing to do, which is to, anytime you find anything, figure if it has value of some sort. So no node found nearby. I dug it all up. I also happened to dig up my own stairwell out of here. Another thing is I'm wearing out this bronze pick, so when I cast the Lamellay, I might want a enough for 4 bronze ingots so that I can make a spare pick. Ooh, my fruit, grain, and protein are like really good. My HP is 23.6. My HP is really high. Vegetables could be a little bit better. I'm not getting my veggies. Now, speaking of veggies, how about some coffee? Coffee's more of a fruit, though, right? It's a pit of a cherry, essentially. Ground up, roasted, delicious. Yeah, I know. Not getting my veggies, which is funny, because, like, yesterday, that's pretty much all I had. My, like, Thanksgiving dinner was just heaps and heaps of veggies. So we're definitely... Oh, and another thing to do, which I didn't, is get rid of that waypoint. Because obviously there's not copper in there anymore. I got rid of it all. So I am going to aim to break this hammer. It's almost fully broken. That's another thing, is like, never fully break all your hammers. It's a bad time. I've said that multiple times, but just trust me. All right, so what we're going to try to do is to make 400 units of copper with as little tin as possible, because copper is the metal that is available in much higher quantities. All right, that's about right. Perfect. So that's enough for the 3 lamelae and a new pick. So let's put the pick mold out there too. Oh, my rot came along. Nice. For those that don't remember, I was intentionally rotting my fruit so that I could make compost, so that I can make better farming tile. So at some point, I'm going to want to barrel up that rot and turn it into compost. But that's not the project I'm working on. What is it called? I have a better idea. Blink. Or board. Vertical rack. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I don't know why I didn't just click it. So 4 sticks, 3 boards. Got it. Slowly, whenever there's like downtime waiting for things to melt, I can I'll do some organization. So I stick that there. It's a weird place for it. Bow staff is 31% dried, if you're wondering. So the benefit of that specific thing that I just made is it holds molds really efficiently, as you can see. So it's like hammer, prospecting axe, so on and so forth, and I can stick the molds that I'm not using in there. All right, I should get my wooden tongs. How the wooden tongs don't burn, I have no idea. So I've got my strong and weak tan in there, if and when I ever find lime. Well, you know, I could collect shells for lime to start leatherworking. It's just the amount of shells that you need to really kickstart like leatherworking is going to be a lot of shells. It'll be annoying. Well, I guess while I wait for it to smelt. Bonus oil is a really good way to... Oh, I got a temporal gear? All right. So temporal gears are important, as they are tools, respawn points, fuel sources. They do a lot of things. The most obvious thing that you can do with them is you can create a returning point, meaning that if I die, it's a respawn point that lasts for 20 deaths. And you choose your respawn point as a result, which is convenient. Ooh, I even got a diamond. But it's also a fuel source for other things. YM being, oh, we got copper lamellite too. So if you're wondering, the copper lamellae, if I had a chisel, I could break this down into regular copper pieces. Oh, and that's probably enough charcoal. I'll pull the charcoal out, because there we go. We've got our more bronze. Ta-da! And I put all the charcoal in there. Cool. That's the, I think, opposite of what I was trying to do. If you're ever wondering about alloys, you can always look it up. So crafting, smelting. So if I look at like tin bronze, you can see it's an alloy from tin and copper, 8 to 12%, 88 to 92%. So because copper is the more plentiful metal, I typically, like, the rarer metals should be used in the lowest percentages possible. So that's how to check. I'm not going to use up that temporal gear if you're wondering. I'm going to leave it there. Also, I think I have enough. Yeah, I do. So this is a linen sheet, which goes to become sails once you have enough flax. So this is sort of the flax. The reason to grind flax is you grow flax, 4 of them makes twine, 4 twine makes linen, and then if we check sails, you can see that a single sail is, 4 of those. So you require a whole lot in order to really get your windmills going. And then even once you have your windmills, linen is still used for medicine, for bandaging, and then for repairing clothing and all that. So it's one of those things, like, you kind of can't have enough of it. All right, so I'm waiting for that to cool down. Let's spend some time getting more copper. So I'm going to head out to this node. Let me just pin it so I can find it easier. Actually, that might be a bad idea. My pickaxe is... I'm going to get there and, like, take a few swings and my pickaxe will break. So the first thing I could do here... with my... because now that I'm getting a 3rd piece of tin bronze lamellae, is I can make a helmet out of it, which is 1 small pelt and 3 lamellae. So I guess one of the things I could do while I wait for that to cool down is to hunt, because I'm going to want more pelts in order to make sure I have enough pelts for the armor I want to forge. Let's see if there's something around to be hunted. I look around and there's literally not a critter anywhere. Because of course. I wonder if the wolves that were, like, harassing us at the start of the game are back. Now that I, like, have the chops to take them out. What about the bees? So I work on the priority that's above my head. Here's the very simple answer. Ooh, some wild flax. So it's worth noting that animals respawn, like, where you find them. So if there's an area that has wolves and you kill the wolf, they're going to spawn back, like, roughly in that area. Considering that they do wander about a bit. So if you know of an area that has like a bear, for instance, you could dig a large pit so that anytime that bear dies and respawns, it like is stuck in a pit. Keeping in mind that bears are very good climbers in this game, and trying to you're gonna need like a, depending on the bear, like a very deep pit for it. But just figured I'd mention that. So if you're if you've like built a base and you're like, oh man, this base is awesome, except for it's cursed because it's surrounded by wolves, there are ways to mitigate the wolves, if you want. Oh, let's do a density search here. I don't think I've done one. Oh, hey, hi. This, a linen sack. Oh, I don't mind that. Yoink. So this is like a dungeon area that just, I happen to, oh, and an aged torch holder? Oh, yeah. So the aged torch holder makes it so that your torch never burns out. I'm about that. Thank you, cave. Alright, so this has very little bits of what, salsarite zinc, I think. Yeah. So, I'll mark it down. Where am I? What is ZN? Zinc. Yeah. Oops, that was the wrong type of marker. There we go. Alright, my stuff's, I'm sure, dried by now. So the normal handbaskets give me 3 slots, and the linen sacks give me 5. There's a leather backpack that give you 6. And then there's a mining sack, which is only for mining stuff, but that gives you 10. But you can't put other things in it. So, here's the leather backpack, which is 6 slots. And then there's the mining bag, which is 10 slots, but it can only hold stones, ores, minerals, and metals. So if you're going on a mining trip, the mining bags are amazing. But if you just want sort of a general good storage, you're probably looking for a, you know, just a standard leather backpack. But happy to have found this, because I'm very not likely to make my own linen bags until I have everything I need for, like, for sales. You know, because I don't want to waste my linen making sails if I eventually want to have, or making linen bags, you know, when I want sales. So that's a really good find, because I wasn't going to spend the money doing that myself. Cool. So we got the tin bronze lamellay, and let's use, oh, that's, I only have large pelts, and I don't feel right about turning a large pelt to a helmet when a small pelt will do, as it's kind of a waste of pelts. So I'm not, because I'm not in any rush to get like a helmet. Oh, good, there's a rift right there. I'm not really in any rush to get a helmet and not the other pieces, so I can wait on that. The other thing is, bunnies spawn on long grass, so if I want my base to be, if I want this part of my base to be bunny proof, I need to keep this, I need to put cobblestone there, essentially. Or, it's a vector for bunnies. Let's do that real quick. Now I'm gonna need one more, aren't I? It sucks that you can't salvage linen. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I mean, it's funny is I probably needed the low fertility soil because I'm trying to make cobbles. Which is... Oh, no, clay. I'm an idiot. Brain's not working today. Error 404, brain not found. I can also have a permanent light source in this part of the base with that aged torch holder, because given that it's a torch holder, that light will never burn out, which is awesome. So that's a really, really nice find. All right. Question for you all is, do you want me to continue working on bronze armor or pivot and do something else? Like go to the bees or, you know, whatever gets the vote. While you vote on that, topping up my farm. Good enough. I'm sure not everything was watered, but doesn't need to be perfect. So the rift activity right now is medium. I might want to start the barrel now, because barrels take a while. Oh, where did I put all my sticks? Put my sticks away? Or did I use them all? I don't remember using all my sticks. I must have, though. Because I don't have or see them anywhere. Okie dokie. So other things that I could do, I mean, other than this list, well, I'll work on this list, because I think I wrote these all down because I thought they were wise things to work on. Where at the progression stage I'm at right now. But if I wanted more sticks, for instance, getting shears, and shears is a little weird because in like Minecraft, for instance, shears are for shearing animals, but here shears are like really for getting sticks off of trees. It's like tree shears. Yeah, but my point being, you know, I could start making other tools like chisels and shears and the like. I'm not going to jump to that. Wasn't voted on, but it's just food for thought for future polls. I hear you. You sound angry. Okay. So, it contains 64 rot, will turn into 16 compost after sealing for 20 days. I just wanted to get that started because 20 days is kind of a long time to wait for compost. So, get it started now. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch, November 24th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.